All right, there we go. Sorry about that. For some reason, the microphone wasn't picking up any audio, but we are here on the 8th of September, 2020 to talk about everything that went down tonight on NXT. I thought the show, how do I say this? Started off great, then was just a show, and then ended really, really, really good. So it went whoop, kind of for me. That's how the show was for me. Started off really good, kind of dipped for a lot of it, and then went back up to really good. So, also camera's a little dirty. I'm seeing like a glow off of it. There we go. Let's reposition. Awesome. So, I don't know how to rate the show because I loved the opener and I loved the main event. But then at the same time, it's like, because the middle of this show was just a show. Where at times, I'm kind of like, oh, we still got an hour left in this show. Or, oh, we still got 30 minutes left in this show. The middle portion of this show, between the opener and the main event, felt like it dragged. And that's not good. That's not good at all. But with that, I want to say thank you for joining us here on twitch.tv/PWUnlimited. Also, if you're here on Twitch, then we'd really like your support. You can do that in a couple of different ways. The first way you can support us is by donating some bits. And if you donate bits, well, that helps us out here. But the other way is by subscribing to our channel, either with a tier 1, 2, or 3 subscription, or for free with Amazon Prime. Because if you have Amazon Prime, then you have Prime Gaming. And with Prime Gaming, you can subscribe to any one Twitch channel that you want to subscribe to absolutely free. Doesn't cost anything to you if you're already paying that, $12 a month or so to Amazon. So we would greatly appreciate it if you did support us here on Twitch. So with that, NXT, like I stated, started off with just an amazing match. It was the NXT Championship match for the vacant title. It was Adam Cole versus Finn Balor. They began the match with grappling as they slowly built to a faster pace, and I really liked that. The way they were building this match up from the start. It wasn't just like boom, 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 boom right off the bat. The early minutes was each of them trying to keep the other grounded with headlocks, arm bars, head scissors, and such. The pace quickened just before the first commercial break as Cole delivered a Ushigoroshi. We got picture-in-picture, so we saw everything that was going on. Cole was working over Balor, and Balor soon fired up on Cole before the show returned from break. Balor was back in control after the break as he grounded Cole on the mat. Cole, after a few minutes, regained momentum after a slugfest. Cole dropped Balor with a kick, and a moment later hit another kick followed by a backstabber. Balor, though, kicked out of 2. Balor at one point missed a double stomp, but he connected on a sling blade. Cole answered back with the Shining Wizard for a near fall. Cole then pulled his knee pad down looking for that last shot, but Balor cut him off and delivered a double stomp. Balor flew through the ropes with a flying drop kick to the outside. Balor went to follow this up, but Cole dropped him with a super kick. That led to another commercial break and a double down on the floor. They teased a double countout during the picture-in-picture. When we came back, they were slugging it out. Cole with another Ushigoroshi for a close near fall. Balor took control but missed a coup de grace. Cole targeted the legs and applied a figure 4. Balor got to the ropes, but he continued to sell the knee afterwards after the figure 4 was broke. Cole then fired up on Cole and went for another coup de grace. No, wow, I read that way wrong. Balor fired up on Cole. Balor then went for an inside cradle, only for Cole to drop him with his super kick a moment later. Cole delivered a last shot, but Balor kicked out. Cole went for a Panama Sunrise, and Balor blocked it. Balor kept selling the knee even, though he executed a reverse DDT on Cole. They fought on the top rope, and Balor got the advantage. He was able to execute an Avalanche 1916 DDT. Balor then covered Cole and pinned him to become the new NXT champion. So I think, let me look this up really fast. Is Balor now a 3-time NXT champion? I believe so. Two-time. I don't know why I thought it was a 3-time. His title reign before was so long, I thought there was like a time during it where like Joe had won it really quick and he won it back. But I'm thinking of Joe and Nakamura actually. Because there was a time I think when like Joe won the title from Nakamura, held it for like maybe 2 weeks, and Nakamura won it back. That might be what I'm thinking and why I thought this makes Balor a 3-time champion. But Balor is a 2-time champion. And the only other 2-time champions are Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe. Everybody else has only won the title 1 time. So going forward, where was I? I lost my... Going forward, Rhea Ripley cut a promo on Mercedes Martinez ahead of their cage match that will main event this show. Ripley vowed to show Martinez why she is the Nightmare. We see Balor backstage walking to the back from the ringside area with the NXT Championship belt. William Regal and Triple H are there to congratulate him. Even Cole congratulates him, saying, hey, the better man won. Big old babyface Adam Cole right there. Big old babyface move. Cole said Balor was the better man, and they exchanged the too sweet. Balor then cut a quick promo and said, everybody asks, why did the Prince come back to NXT? Balor pointed at the belt. He said this is why I have returned to NXT. He wanted the belt back, and yeah, he got in on unfortunate circumstances to Karrion Kross, but he got the belt back nonetheless. Robert Stone was being interviewed backstage, and this was just god-awful dog shit. So he's being interviewed. I think it was by Mackenzie Mitchell. I could be wrong on that. And he's like, come with me. You know, I'm bringing you over here because not only am I good at finding talent, but I'm good at finding things. And look what I have found. And he knows where Shotzi Blackheart's tank is. And he goes, there's something I need to do. I know this thing is dangerous. And blah, 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 blah. So he's got this bat or crowbar or something in his hand. And he's like, we're going to take care of this. And he goes to turn around, and Shotzi pops up just out of nowhere. She goes, hey, what are you doing? And Aaliyah jumps in and attacks Shotzi Blackheart. Shotzi then fall through a curtain, which apparently on the other side was the NXT Women's Champion Io Shirai doing a photo shoot, and they knock her over. Aaliyah then runs away. They run to the ringside area. They all three get in the ring. They do the whole, oh man, Aaliyah sees the champ, so she's going to back up. Oop, there's Shotzi. So she turns around, goes to back up, but I know the other girl's still behind me. And then they beat her down. Robert Stone tries to come out, and he gets beat down as well. That was just dog shit garbage. Like a horrible segment. Robert Stone was really bad. Shotzi popping up out of nowhere. Hey, what are you doing? Like, no. Just so bad. So bad. So then we go forward, and we're at the Gargano household. They're eating dinner at their table with Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox is there joining them for dinner. And Johnny goes, is it just me? Or just a little awkward? And they're both kind of like, yeah. He goes, I'm probably the one making it awkward. I'm going to take my food, and I'm going to go eat upstairs. It's time for Padme to go to bed. I'm going to read a story. I don't know who Padme is. Is that the dog? Is that a kid? I don't know. I know they don't have a kid. Maybe it's a niece or something. I don't know. And so they're eating the dinner and everything. Actually, I think I missed a spot. I did. I accidentally skipped forward here. They actually showed when Tegan arrived at the house first. And they were just all laughing and joking and everything seemed fine at first. Fast forward, everything wasn't fine when they're actually eating dinner. Basically, Candace asked her, and we're skipping ahead here a little bit, but Candace just asked her, you know what? What's going on with us? And Tegan was like, I don't know, you tell me. You turned on me. And Candace was like, no, you didn't have my back. And they tried to blame the other for why their friendship, quote unquote, ended or whatever. And they're like, let's just talk and hash things out. So we see a Timothy Thatcher seminar. Instead of stretching people, this time it was film study. He was studying NXT North American Champion Damian Priest. Nothing really to it, though. Next up, Velveteen Dream took on, I think his name was Ashanti Theodonis? Ashanti Theodonis, I think is his name. Adonis got the shine at the outset of the match. He almost super kicked the ref, but the ref stopped short. Dream then thumbed him in the eye, and Dream executed a DVD to pick up the victory. After the match, Dream was celebrating when he was attacked from behind by Kashida. Referees poured into the ringside area to break up the little melee here. Dream tried to grab Kashida when they were on the outside, but Kashida posted him shoulder first. Kashida then posted him again and applied an armbar when Dream was hanging in the ropes. So it looks like this is going to be a little program here. Velveteen Dream versus Kashida. Hopefully Kashida can get some shine and look good here. And it's not just, oh, we need somebody for Dream to beat. I hope it's not. I hope it's not. But I mean, there's a backstory built in here, which is really good. As far as after the North American title qualifier, Dream did beat up Kashida. So Kashida's out for revenge. Also, guys, remember, if you want to be part of tonight's show, you can do so by texting in to 510-906-1341. The number is in the live chat, and we'll be scrolling across the screen periodically right down here. Next up, we had Bronson Reed and Austin Theory. Thought this match was really good. Wasn't great or anything, but I thought it was very, very solid. Theory sold really well for Reed. They really played up how Reed is the bigger man. Even though Austin Theory is a quote-unquote bodybuilder and very strong, not strong enough for Bronson Reed, though. At one point, Reed hit a flying shoulder tackle off the apron to the floor before the show cut to commercial. Reed continued to ragdoll Theory as he threw him around and back into the ring. During the break, the tides turned when Theory, though, sent Reed into the turnbuckle with a drop toe hold. Theory was in control until the show returned from the break and Reed made a comeback. Theory with a side suplex on Reed, but Theory sold it like he threw out his back. They really did the whole, he's strong, but Bronson Reed's just huge, big, and a little hard to throw around. Excuse me, got the hiccups a little bit. Theory managed to execute a blockbuster a moment later for a 2 count on Reed. Theory lifted Reed up in a fireman's carry position, tried to go for his finish, but he crumbled under the weight of Bronson Reed. Reed then climbed to the top rope and hit a big senton splash, or a big splash, to the back of Austin Theory, rolled him over, pinned him, 1, 2, 3. Bronson Reed defeats Austin Theory. In the back, Adam Cole was interviewed. Total babyface interview. They were asking his thoughts on being defeated tonight with the NXT title on the line. He said, hey, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. Balor won, the better man got the victory tonight, but if I ever get a shot at that title again, the outcome is going to be different, and Balor better be ready. Like, they're making Adam Cole white meat babyface. We want everybody to love this guy. Because you don't have a guy go up to his opponent after the match and say, hey, the better man won. High five too sweet. Unless you're trying to make him like just the biggest baby face that is just like up for anything. So, I don't know. We'll see where this goes. It's interesting, though, that they have distanced Adam Cole from the Undisputed Era. Ever since Adam Cole lost the championship, no. Ever since Adam Cole lost to, Pat McAfee, he's basically just been Adam Cole, not Adam Cole, leader of the Undisputed Era. Yes, he still wears the Undisputed Era T-shirt, but for some reason, he has been distanced in their heel ways. They attacked Killian Dane a couple of weeks ago. No Adam. Well, Adam Cole, I think, was there for that one. Correct me if I'm wrong. But when they attacked Drake Maverick, no Adam Cole. No Adam Cole at ringside in the last Kyle O'Reilly match. No Adam Cole tonight at ringside for Roderick Strong's match, which we're about to talk about now. So, this match was basically Roderick Strong trying to get the best of Killian Dane, but knowing that Killian Dane's the bigger guy, so he uses the distraction on the outside to his advantage. Early on, Dane was ragdolling Roderick Strong, but Strong fought back. Bobby Fish at one point did interfere to cause a distraction, and Strong hit Dane with a jumping knee strike, which led to the finish. Not much to this match, to be completely honest. There was a lot of Strong trying to keep away from Killian Dane. Dane would grab him at times, and then there we go. Since Saturday, I'm not talking about last week. I know he wasn't with them last week. I'm talking about a few weeks ago when they first attacked Killian Dane. When the Undisputed Era first attacked Killian Dane. I can look it up and see NXT from a couple of weeks ago. Let's see. Because I don't think Adam Cole, I think Adam Cole's with them in that heel attack, but I don't think he was. All right, so that's not that one. It would be this one, maybe. Let's see. No, it was only Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly. Is what it looks like. So, we'll see. We'll see what they're doing with Adam Cole, making him this big baby face. Like, lovable baby face. I wouldn't go, yeah. So, after the bell, Strong and Fish attacked Dane. They were putting the boots to him when Drake Maverick ran out with a pipe. Maverick was swinging at the pipe, got a couple shots in, but then got knocked down himself. Killian Dane got to his feet and took out both Strong and Fish. Maverick offered a handshake, and, well, Dane decked him with a punch instead. I guess this means we're going to get Killian Dane versus Drake Maverick sometime soon. Whoopee! Thank you, Jack Dawson, for the bits. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Back at the Gargano house, it was just Nox and LeRae at the table. They toasted to rekindling their friendship. LeRae then said Nox had her chance to defeat Shirai for the title. Now it's her shot. And Nox was just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who said you're going to get the next shot? You haven't beat Io either. You haven't proved that you can beat her. And this angered Candice LeRae, so she threw the salad at Tegan. Tegan retaliated by tossing her drink in Candice's face, and all hell broke out. The two started to fight when Johnny ran in to try and separate them. Johnny berated Nox, so she cursed at him, before dumping a bowl of spaghetti over his head. Candice then grabbed a shoe, went to throw it at Tegan. Tegan ducked, and it just destroyed the TV. The heel dunked right into the TV screen. Holy crap. It busted their TV. LeRae then ran after Tegan, who ran out of the house. See the smashed TV. That was it. The NXT champion, Damian Priest, cut a promo on Timothy Thatcher. And they did let us know that next week, Damian Priest will be defending the NXT North American Championship against Thatcher on the show. Another title match was also announced. The NXT Tag Team Championships will be on the line when Breezango defends against Imperium, the team that they beat for the titles. Also in a non-title match, they said that earlier tonight, Shotzi Blackheart showed something to Io Shirai and impressed her, so now the two are going to fight next week in a non-title match. So it's Io versus Shotzi. Okay, cool. Then we move on to our main event, and I really liked this match. I thought this match was really fun. So Mercedes Martinez comes out first, and she's got a kendo stick in her hand. She throws that into the ring. She then goes and grabs some steel chairs, throws those into the ring. Goes to grab a table, but is attacked from behind by Rhea Ripley. Rhea throws her into the cage. She then pins her between the cage and the door and just keeps smashing it on her face. Finally, Rhea throws Mercedes into the ring, grabs the table, and throws that into the ring as well. Mercedes jumped Ripley as Ripley entered the cage, though, and the bell sounded to officially begin this match. Ripley soon fired up, and she threw Mercedes into the cage. Mercedes soon cut her off, and she gave Ripley a Fisherman Buster suplex. The show cut to commercial, and Martinez pummeled Ripley throughout the break. She hit Ripley with kendo sticks and chair shots. Ripley made a comeback during the break. As the show returned from commercial, they both were perched on a turnbuckle. Mercedes went for an avalanche belly-to-belly suplex and sent Ripley crashing to the mat off the top. Martinez remained on top, and Ripley threw a chair at her. Ripley followed a few moments later with a drop kick, and Martinez, I've never seen this before, and it's probably because NXT has a different cage than the main roster and stuff. In the main roster, like, the cage corners are all butt to nut, but in NXT, they're separated a little. So when she got drop kicked, her head went boom right between where, the opening is, where the cage sides don't quite mesh, and friggin' Beth goes, "Oh, she looks stuck. I hope she can get her head out of there." And before she says "out of there," Martinez's head is already out of there. So you're a little bit late on that one there, old Beth Phoenix. Ripley climbed the ropes and executed a superplex for a near fall. Martinez fought back to cut off Ripley. She gave Ripley a spine buster, and Ripley soon thereafter fired up. Ripley applied her signature standing leg lock, but Martinez was able to grab a kendo stick. She hit Ripley with a stick to break the hold. Ripley got the kendo stick as Robert Stone was trying to climb on the outside up the cage. Ripley hit Stone with the kendo stick as he was almost at the top of the cage. Ripley went to suplex Stone off the cage, but Martinez made the save. She hit Ripley with a kendo stick shot of her own. Martinez with an avalanche neckbreaker off the top here that led to a double down spot and a near fall where Ripley kicked out. Martinez then set up the table in the ring. Meanwhile, Stone was hanging over the top of the cage like a dead carcass. Ripley blocked a suplex and delivered an avalanche riptide off the top rope to Mercedes Martinez through the table below, pinned her, and won the match. So Rhea Ripley does defeat Mercedes Martinez here. I thought this main event was really fun. I thought the opener was an amazing title match. But the middle of this show was, I guess, for a lack of better terms, just so-so. And I forgot to throw our poll up. We'll throw the poll up really fast. We'll do a short poll. What did you guys think of tonight's NXT? Think of tonight's NXT. See what you guys thought of the show here. Also, remember, if you want to be part of tonight's show, you can do so by texting in to 510-906-1341. Again, that number is 510-906-1341. All right, we'll set this poll while we read some text messages. See what you guys had to say here tonight. Got a couple text messages. Person here says, do you think they might call up the Undisputed Era boys minus Adam Cole to the main roster since they have been distancing Adam Cole from the group? Flip-flop that. I think they call Adam Cole by himself and leave Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Roderick Strong as the Undisputed Era in NXT with maybe Kyle O'Reilly as their new leader. So, flip-flop your question there. I do think someone's getting called up, possibly Adam Cole by himself. This next question here to state, do you think this cage match was to write off Mercedes Martinez as she has multiple times played a member of Retribution? Maybe. There's no concrete evidence because every time I ask about people under the masks, I get the same answer. Vince hasn't made his final decision. If someone's under the mask now, it doesn't mean 100% they're going to be under the mask or unveiled when the masks do get pulled off. So, we'll see. We'll see. And finally, this last question here does state, with Finn Balor now the NXT champion, who do you see as his next challenger or quote-unquote first challenger? That's a tough one because Finn's a baby face, I would assume. Who in NXT would be a good challenger? I mean, Ciampa maybe? Build up Tommaso Ciampa? Johnny Gargano maybe? Build him up? There's nobody else really at that level right now in NXT. And I mean, I'm going to pull up the NXT roster here just to see. We have the NXT roster. Boom, 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 boom. If we look at the NXT roster and guys who can maybe challenge for the championship, I mean, like I said, you got Ciampa, you've got Gargano. But really, there's nobody else. There really isn't anybody else in NXT that seems like an actual challenger to the NXT champion. I mean, maybe you can throw him Velveteen Dream just so Finn gets a solid, victory over somebody. Like, I'm not saying the match is going to be solid or anything, because sometimes Dream does look sloppy. I mean, with Finn, he might not. I don't know. But, I'm thinking like the only person that I can see even remotely in the realm of a challenger would have to be Velveteen Dream. There's nobody else on this NXT roster that I'm looking at right here that is, there, I guess you could say, as far as challenger worthy or got enough name. I mean, no, I was going to say Cameron Grimes as just I'm going to challenge you for the title. Oh, I'm going to whip your ass. No, you whip my ass kind of thing. But it's going to be either Ciampa, Gargano, or Dream. There's nobody else. It can't be Adam Cole again. Because Adam Cole, I know what you're going to say. Well, if it can't be Adam Cole because he lost, why can't it be Ciampa or Gargano? Because Ciampa Gargano lost in the Iron Man match. Cole lost in a singles match. So if you do want to do Adam Cole challenging for the title again, you're going to have to wait a while and build him back up. But like I'm looking, Damian Priest, but he's the NXT North American champion. Timothy Thatcher, he's lost every match since Matt Riddle. I don't even like that he's getting a North American title shot. I think that's bogus and bullshit. So it's like, when you look at this roster, usually NXT has somebody already waiting in the wings. So you're like, oh yeah, boom, right there. But I don't know. There's 3 guys that are maybe contenders. But other than that, there's just nobody. And it's very weird of NXT to have that. Unless they've signed somebody we don't know about that's going to come in and some big star like they did with Karrion Kross, I don't see anybody. But with that, let's check the results of our poll. We end this poll, and the winning response was 67% of the votes. It was all right. 25% of the votes said I liked it, and 8% said I didn't like it. So we'll see. We'll see where this goes. Remember, guys, tomorrow night is AEW Dynamite. We will be right here again live, twitch.tv/PWUnlimited, to run down that entire show. If you missed any of this show or any previous reviews we've done here on Twitch, you can catch those at youtube.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Remember to also follow us on social media. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited. No, facebook.com/Pro Wrestling ULTD. Follow us on Twitter at PWUnlimited. And follow us on Instagram by searching for Pro Wrestling Unlimited. With that, guys, I want to say thank you for joining me here tonight for this NXT review. And we'll be back Wednesday night for AEW Dynamite. Have a good one, guys.